Thanks for sharing your thoughts with kind of those automatic thoughts, negative emotions. What I'd like to do now is kind of transition into an exercise that focuses on savoring. So with savoring, what we're doing is we are focusing on the positive elements of our day, the small little things that make all the difference and make that day or that event special, or even that object or that thing, something that we can focus on that brings positivity into us. So that we're not focused on those negative thoughts, we're not focused on those cravings, right? And I think for you, that will be particularly helpful with your desire to quit using oxycodone. I think it's important to recognize that there's so much positivity and joy in everyday, seemingly insignificant things that you can find that peace and that satisfaction without having to turn to oxycodone. So if it's all right, I'd like to walk you through this exercise. Again, it just kind of follows in line with mindfulness activities that we've practiced so far. Any questions before we begin?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Once you've enjoyed a few moments of mindful breathing, open your eyes and allow them to settle on the object in front of you. Not staring or focusing hard on that object, but instead allowing the gaze to soften, the eyes to unfocus slightly. As if you are not paying attention to the sharp outlines of the object in front of you, but instead allowing them to blur and merge and fade into the background like a pattern. Not trying to tease apart where the object ends and its background begins, but instead seeing where the object comes together with its background, part of one whole pattern. The pattern may gently shift in and out of focus, blurring and moving softly. And colors, light, and shadows may naturally blend. That's right. Just allowing the gaze to soften, as if somehow the distance between the eyes and what is being looked at begins to close. And for a few moments, perhaps, experiencing a closeness with the object, as if there was no separation between yourself and the object that you are looking at. You don't have to understand. You don't have to do anything at all, but gently return the attention to the scene. And when the mind wanders to thoughts, feelings, or memories, that's okay, because that's what minds do. They wander. Gently returning the attention to what you are seeing. Perhaps eventually being aware of the space around you. Just noticing whatever experience occurs without judging it as right or wrong. Enjoying the colors and textures, shapes and shadows of the object and the world around you. Using your senses as the gate to pleasure and enjoyment, as if you could drink in the joy from the beauty of that object, letting it nourish you. Savoring the beauty and the feelings that come from it. becoming aware of the positive feelings in your mind and body as you savor your experience. Focusing your attention on those positive feelings and really absorb yourself in them. Without holding on too tightly or trying to make them last. Just allowing yourself to be open to and appreciate this positive experience in this moment. This one moment. Focusing on the positive feelings and allowing them to deepen and fill the entire space of your awareness. And when you are ready, closing your eyes and allowing the focus of your awareness to shift to the feelings of the breath in the body, to the sounds around you. As your attention moves to your ears, they can open and become more receptive to sounds as they occur. There's no need to strain and try and hear quiet or distant sounds. Instead, allowing the sound to be as they are, however you hear them. Experiencing sounds as pure sensations. If the mind wanders to thought about the sounds, such as attempts to label or identify a sound with a word, or to judgments about liking or disliking the sound, gently bring the attention away from the thought and back to the sound itself. Becoming aware of the tones and texture of the sounds. Becoming aware of the silence, of the space between sounds. And eventually becoming aware of the space around you. Don't have to do anything at all, but gently return the attention to the notice of the pure sound itself. Perhaps allowing each sound to touch you, to go through you, as if the sound were part of your body. Using your sensors as the gate to enjoyment, as if you could drink in the joy from the beauty of that sound, letting it nourish you. Savoring that sound and the feelings that come from it. Becoming aware of the positive feelings in your mind and body as you savor your experience. Focus your attention on these positive feelings and really absorb yourself in them, without holding on to them too tightly or trying to make them last. Just allowing yourself to be open to and appreciate this positive experience in this moment. This one moment. Focusing on the positive feelings and allowing them to deepen and fill the entire space of your awareness. Appreciating and being grateful for this experience. Join this experience for a few moments longer until you slowly open your eyes and you see and hear in the usual way.